It's time for Mr. Fundamental!
Presented by no one.
With all the chatter about how the LA Lakers need to add more shooting and playmaking, one would think the Lakers are fielding an average or below average offense. On the contrary, they have the league's fourth best offense, led by the two stars in Lebron James and Anthony Davis. In the offseason, I was skeptical of Vogel's persistence on employing twin tower lineups. Their defense would have gotten better, and it did, but it would really hurt their spacing. Funny thing is, this twin tower lineup actually became a solution. In an era where pace and space rules all, and are essential to building an effective offense, the Lakers said screw that and went to old school basketball. Their schemes actually made shooting a luxury instead of a necessity, so let's check it out. Everything starts with their defense. Playing two shot blockers at the same time lets them protect the rim on one end and easy transition buckets on the other. Their length is very disruptive. What looks like an easy bounce pass gets gobbled up by AD's length and anticipation. Then no one is stopping AD getting to the rim. McGee was able to poke the ball loose. The defense gets so worried about LeBron and AD in transition, McGee just strolls in for an easy dunk. Their bigs allow their multiple pesky defenders on the perimeter to press up even more. Bradley just mean rips the ball from Horford, and a few passes gets it up ahead for another transition bucket. Oh yeah, they also have this guy called LeBron James, and I heard he's pretty good at this. The Lakers are off to the races again, and check out LeBron's body control and the beautiful bounce pass that only Kuzma could catch for the bucket. The Lakers' pace is currently at 11th. That's just a little better than league average. But that doesn't tell the full story on how fast a change ends, and this is what I mean. After the miss, they always look to hit LeBron, where he channels his inner Kevin Love and heaves a full court pass to AD, who always has a height advantage in transition. In case you were wondering, how the heck did AD get there? AD leaked out after contests, but it was a strategic decision. The dual big lineups allow him to do that, while having another big to secure rebounds, and even a LeBron in the vicinity as well, allowing this beauty of a transition play to materialize in a matter of seconds. Rondo does the same thing here with AD ahead of the defense. Whether it's a made basket or not, this is their number one option after the rebound. They don't need plays, they don't need spacing. This is the easiest offense ever. This time it is McGee's turn. He couldn't finish it, but you can see the emphasis to get a shot before the defense recovers. No one could outreach AD for the pass, and the Lakers get a shot at the rim without running any plays. Whoever is the furthest from the rim would leak out for the full court heave, and the Lakers just keep on piling up the fastest baskets in the NBA. The whole reason their pace gets dragged down is because of their half-court offense. It usually involves a slow, grinded-out play style, like post-up for LeBron or AD, or double pin-downs for their wings. If all else fails, they rely on their stars to create a shot with the clock winding down. One of their best plays is pick and rolls with any one of AD, McGee, or Dwight, and this is where it gets interesting. Here are the shooting numbers for the regular rotational members. Only KCP and Green are willing and capable shooters, while the others are either below average or unwilling shooters. Theoretically, teams could collapse on any plays that involves LeBron or AD, but this is how the Lakers turned shooting into a bonus instead of a must. Here's LeBron with a pick and roll. McGee rolls hard to the rim while the Pacers are containing LeBron. Holiday does the right thing to tag the roller, but since he's guarding a shooter in Green, he doesn't commit to it, and McGee gets the lob. What we might have overlooked is whether the tagger's man was a shooter didn't matter at all. In order for the 6'6 Holiday to stop a lob to the athletic 7-footer in McGee, he would have to get down low and in front of McGee to take away his leaping ability. That doesn't happen, and McGee finishes the lob. Of course, pick and rolls work best with only one or no players on the weak side, so there's no one tagging the roller. Even with multiple players collapsing the pick and roll, none of them could outjump the Lakers' athletic bigs, and the Spurs had to foul. Let's check out what defenses usually do, and one team that brings the help early is the Suns. They're containing the pick and roll, while Booker's on the weak side tagging the roller. Notice how he's basically zoning up Valanciunas and Brooks, trying to buy time for his teammates to recover. He's not fully in front of Valanciunas, which would have definitely stopped the roll, but he would get caught up if Morant kicks it to Brooks for 3. Another thing is Baines is containing to buy Rubio time to recover. Rubio couldn't, so he plays the passing lane to Valanciunas. Here's another one. Baines and Bridges do that same thing in the pick and roll. Rubio is already at the nail preparing to help, and so is Johnson. Davis had a pretty open path to the hoop, but Johnson and Bridges were in position to prevent the pass. If you haven't realized by now, the way the Lakers combat their spacing issues is through lobs. Good defenses can zone up two players all they want, but they're not zoning up the vertical space. With the defensive plays of the Suns in mind, keep your eyes on Murray. He's doing what Booker did, by zoning up the roller, but also within reach of his man spotting up. If he gets any lower to stop AD, he would have a hard time recovering on Daniels. Aldridge is covering for Mills, who's been beaten off the dribble, so Mills is shadowing the passing lane in case of a dump off. Great offense always relies on getting the ball to your teammates where only they could catch it, and out of the defense's reach. That area is up here for this play, and AD draws the foul. Looking back at this play, here are the options the defense had. Murray would get in front of AD and block off the runway so AD couldn't take off. He could sink lower and try to outjump and outreach AD on the lob. Both of these options would stop the lob, but they'll give up a lick my finger and check the win 3, which no defense is ever going to give up. Besides that, Murray could grow 6 inches or zone up this vertical space with some levitating ability, but I'd say that's pretty unlikely. With another pick and roll, the Spurs defense basically collapsed. Pirtle picks up Rondo, and Murray is trying to prevent a pass to Dwight. See how Murray is in the passing lane in case of any dump-off pass, but again, there's nothing he could do on the lob. The Pacers are in great position to help on the pick and roll. Sabonis was in front of McGee to prevent the lob, but decided a Dudley 3 was more important. One of Lamb and Warren should be sinking lower, but again, what could they do about this lob? Here's another example of trying to outreach the Lakers' bigs. Sabonis rotates late and tries to outjump McGee to stop the lob, but end up fouling. Rarely do teams deploy dual big lineups, and even more rare for them to have two bigs that outjumps the Lakers. The Lakers really emphasizes the lob. Green comes off the screen, and he had his pick of options. Not only does he have AD as a target, but Dwight is signaling for one as well. This isn't just restricted to pick and rolls. LeBron got the mismatch, and Lyles decides to leave McGee to shadow. The Spurs' weak side defenders are zoning up the rest of the players, but what they can't do is zone up this vertical space, allowing McGee to eventually get the and one to fall. These lobs are forcing defenses to pick their poison. On the handoff, Aldridge became so worried about Dwight that he face guards him and not ready to help on the drive. Murray makes a great read to rotate, but has too much ground to cover and KCP lays it in. Check out how the Kings are guarding the LeBron and AD pick and roll. Holmes was so afraid of the lob that he forgot about the ball, choosing to front AD instead of contesting the layup. Here's a screen into handoff for LeBron. Sabonis decided the lob was so important to guard that he forgets to contest the LeBron layup. Notice how Turner rotated down from Dudley to possibly contest the lob from behind. This is another wide open 3 opportunity. Remember when I mentioned that making 3s are just a bonus? These hard rolls to the rim put the Lakers' bigs in great rebounding position. LeBron kicks it out after the pick and roll. They get a great look from 3, but it misses. Look who's there to put it back in though. The Bucks do a good job at defending the pick and roll. Even after LeBron misses, look at who's right in front of the rim for the tip-in. On this play, I'm pretty sure KCP was going to lob it to McGee. Jones was able to block it, but McGee is the biggest player in the vicinity, grabs the board, and puts it back in. Some defenses has resorted to switching the pick and rolls in order to prevent the alley-oop poison pill, but that just delays the inevitable. Murray gets switched onto AD. The Lakers use the lob again, and there's no chance Murray could have stopped this. With Holiday on AD, the Lakers don't run anything, and just gets AD to dive to the rim. The lob is out of the defense's reach, and another easy bucket. The Lakers got the switch, and they hit AD. Look at the pain. The Lakers are outmanned 2-4, but they're so hard to keep off the boards. To get a good look at a 3, and look at the paint again, they're in great position to get another offensive board. When the shot goes up, AD was rolling hard to the rim. 4 Kings players are trying to box out AD and McGee, allowing Green to stroll in for the board, and they get another possession. This means they get another chance to run their lobs, or let LeBron and AD work their magic. Of course, they could do this because of LeBron's ability to score in traffic, and AD's versatility to put another big beside him. The Lakers can't control whether they can make their 3s or not, but the one thing they're sure they can do is outjumping the other team. They're leveraging that vertical space to bend the defense out of shape. Rondo's injury could impact the Lakers' transition lob plays. But the news that Dwight is joining the restart makes up for that. Great for the Lakers, since he's a huge part of their identity and their offensive schemes, despite playing just under 20 minutes a game. Plus, they shored up their backcourt depth with Dion and JR earlier. The Lakers have been good when they're not hitting threes, but nearly unstoppable when they do, making spacing a luxury instead of a necessity. If that's not scary enough, filling out the roster would be easy as well in the future. With 2 huge contracts tied to LeBron and AD, it is usually hard to fill out the rest of the roster with quality two-way players. If the Lakers stick to this scheme, they would only need to search for two-way rim runners, and there are abundance of those on the market with a cheap price tag. It'll be interesting to see how teams will match up with the Lakers and how they will stop their lob plays. But either way, they're going to force teams into unfamiliar positions. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like down below and make sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.